When I got to college, I was really stressed out about how I was going to continue recording. I thought I was going to have to find a place for my amp and my guitar and everything inside of my teeny tiny college dorm room that I was sharing with another person. And I don't know if you know stuff about other people, but not everybody likes the same music. And so I was worried I'm gonna just be like shredding away on my guitar and my roommate's gonna hate me and it's just gonna be a rough time. But luckily, before I got to college, I managed to find a virtual instrument interface. And all I mean to say by that is that I had a little box that I could plug my guitar right into, and there was a software that came with it that allowed me to make the kind of music I wanted without annoying anyone. In fact, I put my headphones on, and other than the dweedle-dweedle-dee of my electric guitar, you really couldn't tell that I was making any noise. So I never got complaints, and I didn't have to find a place for my freaking amp inside of my dorm room. That interface was the Line 6 UX1, and today I would like to show you how to use the Line 6 UX1 to make music on your computer. What is up, Yoshis? My name is Beth and I run Steadfast Ascent, and it is so good to see you here. Today I'm going to be explaining all that I know about using the Line 6 UX1 to record music. The reason I got the Line 6 UX1 as opposed to one of the cheaper models that would just be a plug and play for my guitar was simply because I knew that at some point I was going to upgrade and I was going to get an XLR mic, and this interface came both with the PodFarm amplification software and interface including an XLR input. I had heard about PodFarm because a lot of my favorite YouTubers were using it at the time to make their music, and I was like, oh my goodness, this sounds like the perfect solution for me. So I ordered my interface, and if you order your interface, you'll get it and you'll be very excited, but unfortunately I am here to tell you that you cannot just plug it in and play. No, you must register it first with Line 6. So feel free to plug it in with your USB cables, but realize that you're gonna need to run over to the Line 6 website, register everything, authorize a computer, and make sure that you authorize this particular piece of equipment. And once you have registered everything and gotten your account set up and installed the proper software, you are ready to open Logic. So you'll open Logic and you'll want to set your interface as the primary sound module. So you'll hop into Preferences, hit Audio, and then select the UX1 from the drop-down menu. Remember, if you haven't installed the proper software, the system will not recognize that you have plugged in an interface and you will not be able to make music from it. Once you've selected it as your input and your output system, make sure to plug in your headphones, set your input to what you want it to be, plug your guitar in, and make sure there's a signal. I sometimes find that when I switch channels, if there wasn't a signal before, it starts properly registering that there was a signal there. So you can record your guitar, and if you want to use Logic's internal plugin for amplification, you totally can. They have a great suite. They sound great. If you're sitting there with your nice clean signal that you've just put into your computer, you're gonna wanna open up PodFarm. Now the way you're gonna wanna do that is you're gonna wanna head into the actual track and you're gonna click and choose PodFarm from the drop-down list of plugins. Once you do that, you can open it up and you can arrange your amplification however you want. And at this point, I would like to remind you that user presets are your best friend. I would just download the presets and then take and tweak it so that it sounded best to me. There are plenty of user presets on the internet, you just have to go looking for them. And so I guarantee you that there is a good sound for what you are looking for. Now you may be looking at PodFarm and being like, oh my gosh, there are DLC packs, what the frick? To which I encourage you not to despair because you can do plenty with the OG PodFarm system, although it is an extra $150 to get all of the amps, at least last time I checked, that you can possibly have in the amplification system. If you have any issues, they do have a support hotline and their support page is pretty robust. I don't use this interface as much anymore for my guitar because I have the Firehawk FX, but it was a great starter interface for me, and it was just enough where I had everything that I needed in terms of I had a mic input and I had an instrument input, and so between those two things, I haven't had to update my interface in like so many years now. I assume you're here because you have a Line 6 UX1, and so you should let us know how long you've had that in the comments. If you don't have one and you're just watching this video because it's on the playlist, thank you so very much for being here. What playlist? Oh, that playlist? Oh my goodness. So let us know if you have any other questions about using this interface, but otherwise, if this video has been helpful to you, it helps me if you give this video a like. And if you're interested in learning more about home recording, whether that's for guitars or vocals or drums or anything, I have the aforementioned playlist hanging out to help you out with these things. And if you subscribe, you'll find that there are more videos coming out every week to tackle this subject. And if you've made it this far, I would like to thank you so very much for watching.